Hello all, it's your girl Tiffany, Madam Luscious Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces, High Priestess. I am here for another one of my missing mystery videos. I do hope everyone is doing well and feeling well on tonight. This is one of my candles, y'all. I make candles. This happens to be this one here is kind of like a two-tone candle. I have a different combination of things that I put in there. But I have anointing candles, protection candles. So this is one of my protection candles here. So, yes, today's missing mystery is going to be about Abby Lynn Patterson. So I'm going to be diving into her case. I did a spirit reading for her. So hopefully this information that I give you all will be of some help or assistance for her, her family, to give her family closure, possibly to help authorities to locate this young lady. Okay, let me scoop this back a little bit. Y'all, it's been so much going on. My energy just been kind of like all over the darn place on this up and down roller coaster because of everything that I've been dealing with and going through, and it's really, I don't know, it's a mess with my money, honey. It's taking time from me working on the other things that I need to be working on for other people and things. So it has been really frustrating last 2 weeks, okay? So, yeah. I don't know where I put this. Okay, so without any further ado, we're going to get right into this reading. For those of you who aren't familiar with Abby Lynn Patterson, hold on just a minute. I'm going to show you all what this young lady looks like. She was 20 years old when she went missing. This is Abby. Can you all see that? I apologize. This is Abby Lynn Patterson, and I'm going to be doing a missing mystery for her tonight, for her safe return and recovery, to give her family some kind of closure. Possibly the spirit reading will help the authorities with figuring out her case. Okay. So that young lady's name is Abby Lynn Patterson. She was 20 years old when she went missing. She has long brown hair, brown eyes. She's about 5'7" tall. She weighs about 140 pounds. Her date of birth is February 15th of 1997. And she has been missing since September 5th of 2017. Okay? On the day that she went missing, she was reported to be wearing brown shorts and a white shirt. She has a tattoo on her shoulder. I'm not really sure which shoulder it is, but it's like it has 3 little black birds on one of her shoulders. She also has a very distinctive birthmark. Her birthmark is on the back of her thigh. It's actually a very large birthmark that is on the back of her thigh. So real quick, I just want to get into the overall situation surrounding her disappearance. Okay. So Abby Patterson was visiting her mother in Lumberton, North Carolina. This is the town that she grew up in. And on September the 5th, 2017, around 11:30 a.m., Abby told her mom she was going to be running some errands and she would be back in about an hour. Abby has not been seen or heard from since. The town actually has like this history of like young women going missing, just kind of vanishing into thin air. Some of them have been found. Some of them were located and were okay. Some of them were found in like abandoned buildings or houses and things like that. Some of them still remain missing. Okay. And like I said, some of those women, they did turn up and they were found. Some of them, like I said, they were just kind of in various different places besides the abandoned buildings. But this town, I guess in that area, there's like quite a few younger women that come up missing quite often, okay? So Abby had just graduated a drug rehabilitation program right before visiting her mother. She had an opiate or addiction that she had went to rehab for. And she was released to a sober living home or living facility in Jacksonville, North Carolina, which I believe she stayed there for a while before being released from there. And so then she was visiting her mother when, this tragedy kind of struck. She was actually doing very good. According to the program's expectations and things like that. She had applied to college and she had been accepted to college and she wanted to become a counselor, okay? So on September the 4th, 2017, Abby is said to have enjoyed a day at the beach with her family. This was at the Holdings Beach, I believe it's called. However, on the day of her disappearance, which would have been the very next day on September the 5th, she walks out of her house, like I said, around 11:30 a.m., telling her mother she was going to do some errands. She left out the house. She headed down the street, walking on East 9th Street, when she was approached by a brown Buick sedan. Abby, it was said by neighbors that Abby appeared to know this individual. She stopped to chat with the individual for a moment, and then she got in the car willingly on her own. Um, and so, like I said, she appeared to know this person. She hopped in the car with this person willingly, and they drove off or whatever. However, she only told her mother that she was going to be gone for about an hour. So after an hour and a half, her mother became concerned, and Abby failed to return home. So at that point in time, Abby's mother, which I believe her name is Samantha, she began to call her daughter's cell phone like over and over again. She wasn't getting any answers, and she really kind of became concerned when all of her calls were like going straight to the voicemail, which means like either she just wasn't answering. But if most people, if the phone goes straight to the voicemail, 9 times out of 10 the phone may be turned off or something. Okay, so after like the whole day long, Samantha Levitt, I believe the mother's name is, reported her daughter missing around 6 p.m. And Abby has not been seen nor heard from ever again. Abby's social media and her bank accounts remained inactive. So she didn't post anything. She didn't update anything. There was no activity on her social media at all. There was no activity with her bank account or anything at all. So she made no purchases or anything like that. And the authorities were actually able to find that individual who was driving the vehicle that stopped to talk to Abby and that she, hopped in the car with or whatever. This person basically just told the police that they were an acquaintance of hers and they just stopped to speak and believe she asked them for a ride and they gave her a ride to another location, which is where they took her and dropped her off. Okay? However, like I said, the town has this history of women going missing. Around this time, there were like 3 different women who were found, like the human remains were found. Actually, not at the same time that she came up missing. Actually, this is probably like maybe a couple months or so, a month or two or so after Abby went missing. There were 3 different women whose human remains were found. after a report of a bad odor or a bad smell coming from a certain area, and upon it being checked, they found the bodies, the human remains of like three different women. So, obviously there was somebody that was a predator in the area who was killing young women and different things or whatever. I don't think any of those women knew each other or anything or had any connections like that. They just happened to be right around the same area or in the same area, and they all had been, murdered or killed and, stuffed in this area. However, Abby Patterson's body was not amongst those that were found in that area. And like I said, Abby hasn't been seen from or heard from again. And it's kind of left her, her parents very baffled as to what happened to her, as to, just what went on and everything. So I'm going to get into this reading for her. As I said, I did a spirit reading for her. I call upon the Most High, my spirit guides, for assistance for clear and accurate information pertaining to this situation. And it reads as follows. I first asked the first thing I asked, because it wasn't much to really go on, so I first started off the questioning with asking my spirit guides, is Abby alive? Okay, my spirit guides did clarify that Abby is not alive, so she is deceased at this time. She is no longer with us. I do apologize to the family and the friends about your loss, but from the information that I received, Abby is no longer alive. I asked my spirit guides what happened to Abby resulting in her disappearance. My spirit guides told me that Abby was murdered. Okay? I asked my spirit guides, has Abby been hurt in any way? My spirit guides told me yes. I asked my spirit guides, is Abby still in the United States? My spirit guides also clarified yes. So she was murdered and she had been hurt, resulting in the murder. She has gone missing and she disappeared because of how she was attacked, because of the fact that she had been murdered. So she wasn't running away or taking off on her own, no, nothing like that, because the fact of the matter is she is a full-grown woman. So I believe she could have done what she wanted to do, but this was not a situation like that. She fully intended to go and run whatever errand she had and come back home. However, tragedy struck, and she was never seen or heard from again. I did ask my spirit guides, was Abby a victim of human sex trafficking? My spirit guides told me no, she was not. I asked my spirit guides, is foul play involved relating to Abby? My spirit guides told me yes, there was definitely some foul play involved. Of course, because she was hurt. Of course, because she was murdered. Of course, because that means that Abby is no longer with us. I asked my spirit guides, is Abby's parents or family involved in her disappearance in any way? My spirit guides clearly let me know that no, the family don't have anything to do with her disappearance, with her murder, with anything that happened to her, or anything. So I was very happy to hear that, because more often than not, a lot of people come up dead in different things, and it leads back to the family knowing, or the family's doing, and this, that, and the other. So it was just a relief to know that I was able to get that clarification that her family has nothing to do with her disappearance and or murder. I asked my spirit guides, was Abby killed by someone she knew? My spirit guides told me yes. I asked my spirit guides, did Abby speak to the person on the phone before they met and this individual killed her? My spirit guides tell me yes. I asked my spirit guides, did Abby's killer pick her up at some point from somewhere on the day that she went missing? My spirit guides told me yes. So there was somebody that Abby was in communication with, somebody that she met online. And she knew that person from that way. This wasn't necessarily some longtime friend of hers. she didn't know them like that, but she knew of them as far as the communication that they had with each other, the back and forth that they had with each other, as far as the topics that they were speaking about. On the day that Abby went missing, this individual picked her up. This was possibly from the location that the friend that she hopped in the car with, not far from home when she was walking, dropped her off at. But my spirit guides are telling me that the individual whom harmed her did pick her up at some point. So wherever that location was that she was dropped off, I'm not sure how far of a distance she went from there, from the point when she was dropped off, or if she called this person and they picked her up from there, or maybe met with her there. However, this person picked up Abby at some point, okay? And Abby got in the vehicle with this person, okay? I asked my spirit guides, Abby's killer, yeah, I already asked you all that. Or I already told you all that, sorry. I asked my spirit guides, the person that killed Abby was someone that she met online. I just told you that. My spirit guides told me yes. The person who killed Abby Patterson was a stranger. My spirit guides also clarified yes. So like I said, she had been in communication. My spirit guides verified that excuse me, she knew this person only because they had been communicating with each other back and forth online. Through online communication, she met this person, she was conversing with this person for whatever reason, which I'm going to get into in just a minute. But technically, other than that communication, this person was a stranger because she did not know this person personally. So this wasn't somebody that like lived in her neighborhood, or somebody she went to school with, or somebody she grew up with. You know, it wasn't a knowing of this person like that. She knew this person because of the communication that they had with each other from their online correspondence, okay? So I asked my spirit guides, was Abby's body, has it been hidden somewhere? My spirit guides tell me yes, Abby's body has been hidden. I asked various different questions or whatever of where a person can be hid, like is she in the river? Is she was she buried somewhere? I just asked a bunch of different questions, and my spirit guide gave me a clear clarification as to where her body was being hidden. My spirit guides tell me that Abby Patterson's body is being hid in a shed. Some sort of a shed. It's like an outdoor shed. Like how a house have like a shed in the back, where most people will probably keep like gardening supplies or tools or something like that. She's in one of those type of sheds. So my spirit guides also let me know that a woman is responsible for killing Abby. This is a woman who she was in communication with. This is a woman who she had met online, who she was talking to online, who she met up with, who picked her up. So I feel like Abby's defenses was probably down. She didn't feel like, her life was in jeopardy, or she needed to be careful. For goodness sake, she was talking with another woman, she was meeting up with another woman, and it was for a specific reason, and I'm going to tell you that in just a moment. But my spirit guides tell me that in fact this was a woman that killed Abby. So I asked my spirit guides what was the race of this woman who killed Abby. My spirit guides tell me that this was a Caucasian white woman who was talking with, who met with, and who essentially killed Abby Patterson. My spirit guides also let me know that Abby met with this person to try to buy something. What I mean by buy something, because I know what people are going to think just because the young lady had a history of drug use. I asked that question. That is not what was happening. Abby met this person on Facebook through specifically Facebook has a feature called Facebook Marketplace. There was something that was online that had been posted in Facebook Marketplace that Abby was looking at, that was she was interested in, she wanted to buy. And this is the reason that she had been talking to this person. This is the reason that she was meeting up with this person to buy whatever this item is. So my spirit guides tell me that Abby met with the person to try to buy something from this individual, but this something was something that she seen online that she wanted, something that was posted online for sale. And my spirit guides tell me that at first I thought it was like a Craigslist or something like that or whatever, but my spirit guides clarified that it is Facebook Marketplace that she's seen this item on, and she reached out to this individual about purchasing that item from that individual. Like I said, my spirit guides let me know that Abby met this person online. This person pretended to have something for sale that Abby wanted, and scheduled to, or proceeded to talk to Abby about this item, about this purchase. They made plans and preparations to meet up with each other, I guess, so Abby could see this thing and decide if she wanted to buy it. The person picked Abby up but did not have what Abby wanted to buy. I believe my spirit guides are leading me to believe that when this woman picked up Abby, whatever the item was, she didn't have it with her. So I believe Abby got in the car with her, because I believe the girl led her away, like saying, "Oh, it's just back at my house. Hey, look, we can just go to my house real quick. We're gonna grab it, and I'll give you a ride back home. It's no worries." So of course, Abby, didn't feel like her life was in danger, didn't feel like something was wrong with that situation. So she hopped in the car with this individual. My spirit guides lead me to believe that this individual never had that item. This was a setup from the jump. And this was a setup to steal Abby's money, okay, for her money to be stolen, because the individual never had the item at all, not on her, not even at her house. So it was literally fake. It was fraudulent. It was phony claim of whatever item for sale, and this woman decided to rob Abby instead, to take her money instead, that she brought with her to get whatever said item that it was. Okay, so my spirit guides tell me that like I said, Abby seen an item on the Facebook Market place that she wanted to buy from this individual, and this is how that the contact started between her and the killer. My spirit guides also tell me that the woman who killed Abby works alone. So this means that she did this by herself. This was planned, plotted, set up by herself. And it was always her intentions to like rob Abby. Okay. My spirit guides tell me that the woman who killed Abby is a drug addict. This individual, like I said, is a drug addict. She's what most would maybe call a fiend of some sort. But she do have she's like one of those functioning drug addicts, because she do have a place to stay, she do have a car, my spirit guides made me aware of, or whatever, but she's a drug addict. So this is the reason why that she bamboozled, that she set up Abby to just steal her money, more than likely for drugs. Okay. So now I'm going to tell you all about the killer's features. My spirit guides tell me that the killer who robbed and killed Abby, this person has sandy blonde hair. She has green eyes. She's about 5'2". She is very skinny or slim, like under 100 pounds slim. My spirit guides tell me that her car is a Toyota Camry, and it's a silver color. Okay. My spirit guides tell me that the license plates are possibly LA7B45. Again, my spirit guides tell me that the license plates on the car is possibly LA7B45. Okay? My spirit guides tell me that the name of the person who killed Abby Patterson, her first name is Jennifer. Her last name is Sanders. At first, I got something like a saddle wood or satin wood, and then my spirit guides kind of cleaned that up. It's what I heard at first, and then I was able to get Sanders. So my spirit guides tell me that the killer's name is Jennifer Sanders. Okay. Um, my spirit guides tell me that Abby's body is being hid in a shed at the killer's house. So if you find this killer, her killer, find out where she lives. Her body is in this person's shed, like behind their house, on the side of their house. Some houses are different. Most people's sheds are like behind their house. Some may have it on the side of the house. I guess it kind of depends on whether they have a garage or not. My spirit guides are telling me, though, if you find this woman who killed Abby, she is hiding the body in a shed that is at her house. Okay? So, I asked my spirit guides, do the killer live in North Carolina? My spirit guides tell me yes. So this person is a resident of North Carolina, where she was, Abby Patterson was meeting up with this, in the same state that she was meeting up with this person. Unfortunately, I did, just to clarify, because I wanted to know what was the connection and to make sure or not if Abby, because of the fact that she had, previous drug habits, was she trying to meet, and then the fact that this woman was a drug addict, I wanted to know, was she trying to get drugs from that person? My spirit guides, so I asked my spirit guides, did Abby get back on drugs? My spirit guides tell me yes, but my spirit guides also tell me this is not why she was meeting this person. So I believe Abby had went back to popping pills of some kind. But this is not why she met up with this person. She met up with this person to buy something that she's seen on Facebook Marketplace, and the setup was put in motion. This woman never had that item. She literally lured her in, offered to pick her up, and she knew that she was going to kill this woman and take her money, once she met up with her. My spirit guides tell me that Abby Patterson was shot, and multiple times she was shot. So the killer shot her multiple times. There could be evidence in the vehicle, but I'm really kind of seeing them get to whatever destination and get out of the vehicle. So I don't think I don't think it was done until the killer got her back to her house, and like as they were walking up to the house, shot her multiple times, or either shot her multiple times while after they got in the house. So whether from the car to the yard to inside this person's house to the shed, there should be DNA evidence of Abby's Patterson's. Okay. But my spirit guides are telling me that she was shot multiple times. And like I said, the killer shot Abby with the intentions on taking her money. This was a drug addict that did this. I can almost guarantee you that this person was geeked up and probably did this just so they can get some more money, just so they can go get some more dope or something. And like I said, Abby's killer put her, because like I said, at the beginning when my spirit guides told me that Abby was in a shed, this literally could have been a shed anywhere. I wanted to know what shed, where's the shed, whose shed is it? So last but not least, my spirit guides tell me that Abby's killer put her body in the shed that is at her house. This is how I know that this dummy, You know, like, who kills the person, first of all, and then you leave their body at your house? Yeah, I'm just going to put you back here and store you back here. Which I guess maybe, considering the fact that nobody knows that she left with this person. But, I mean, you got to be so cold-blooded, just like to be hanging around your house, chilling at your house, and you got a dead body in the back. You know, like, who does this? So anyway, guys, that concludes the reading that I have for Abby Lynn Patterson. I do hope that this information provided some insight for the family. I do apologize for your loss. I hope that the authorities maybe see this information, or this information get to authorities there, and you all can find this person who harmed Abby. Like I said, this is a woman who did this. Like I said, she has sandy blonde hair. She has green eyes. She's 5'2". She's very skinny and slender like. She drives a Toyota Camry that's like a silver or grayish type of color. I believe I got the right hit on the license plate of LA7B45, and the name is Jennifer Sanders. And that's what my spirit guides clarified with me. So I do hope that this brings some type of clarity to someone. As I always tell you all, take care of yourself, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies. Peace, love, and light. Until the next time, namaste.